Hello everyone and welcome to the first plan with me of 2020. I just love the sound of that year, and I know it's just a number and numbers are a human construct and all of that, and I'm not even a numbers person, but I am very excited for 2020, especially after 2019, which threw everything at me and my loved ones, and I'm just looking forward to a fresh start, even though it's, again, just a total construct that is time. But that's okay, we'll roll with it, right? So this week I decided to use the 2020 add-ons for Scribble Prints Co.'s party kit. I literally just grabbed like the bits and pieces that were sold a la carte for this kit. I didn't buy the actual kit. And I'm really happy with how it turned out. I love those 2020 balloons. I have never actually bought number balloons for any occasion. And I feel like every year on my birthday I'm like, maybe I'll try it out, and then I don't. But yeah, maybe I'll do that this year. I have no idea. I also have a graduation this year because I intend to finish my master's thesis this semester, so that will be coming up. So I think 2020 is going to be a fun year. Also stressful, and I'm going to be unemployed by the end of May, but that's a whole other story that we'll get into later. Basically, like, I'm gonna graduate and then I'm gonna have to find a job, right? That's how it works. So I decided to film like way more of this than I normally do. So this video is like twice to 3 times as long as I normally have these because I got a brand new SD card for my camera for Christmas. So we got a lot more storage now. So we can film the whole way through. Wow, legit. I need to stop saying legit. So, like I said, I'm really a fan of these full boxes. I am using a Erin Condren neutral vertical for the first time this year. So it took me a minute to figure out the full box placement and like how to line everything up properly, and I'm quite impressed with myself. Everything lined up pretty much perfectly, but I did have to think about it a bit. And at one point I like misplaced a full box. You'll see at some point. And then I'm like, where did my 8th full box go? I thought I had 8. I definitely had 8, and then it's because I put it down on another piece of sticker paper. That's what I'm doing right now, the flower box. I'm putting it down here, and then I will very soon forget that that's where I put it. Whoops. I'm very much feeling the 20s vibes for the 2020s. Obviously, we don't want to replicate the 1920s too much because the 30s were not fun after that. So don't live in excess. Don't act like you have money that you don't have. Don't speculate. But as far as the style goes, I'm a fan of it. So that's why I picked up these stickers, and I feel like I want to have a 20s theme party at some point. The Prohibition was during the 20s too, right? Like, let's not replicate that. Everything in moderation, people. It's fine. Just nothing is inherently evil. Just don't overdo it. Whatever. I don't know why this turned into like a philosophical rant. Anyway, it's because I have all this time to talk because I filmed all of the glitter headers and the full boxes and all of that, which I normally don't film, so I don't know what to talk about right now. I'm really digging how this kit matched up with the little like blue and pink hexagon to mark the beginning of the month. It's the little things in life that really get me. As you can see, I started with the middle of the week as far as putting down the full boxes, so I started with that Happy New Year box and then kind of just built the rest of the glitter headers around that. That was like the easiest way to line everything up. I think it turned out fine. And then basically just had to go down from there. And most of the time I like to sticker my planner up from the bottom up. That's usually easier for me because you can like balance, I don't know if that's the right word, balance the full box on the glitter header or whatever. But for this I kind of worked from the top down. It's kind of how I've been doing it, I feel. Obviously with the slightly different size boxes, it's a little bit of a challenge for me because I've been in the vertical for several years now. the colorful vertical that is. So I'm used to having like those bars there. It's like, oh, you just put your glitter headers down there and then it's fine. So this is a bit of an adjustment, but it's going fine. This is the part where I'm like, where did my 8th full box go? I'm very confused. I'm like counting them out. It's like, Jessica, you put it on another piece of sticker paper. That's why you can't find it. And then here's where I find it, I believe. Yeah, it's right there. Wow. Object permanence. I swear I have it. I better have it. I'm like 27 years old. You're supposed to grow out of that, but sometimes you just are absent-minded. And then I was debating whether or not to use both of these same dressed girls, and I just decided to go with it because I wanted to cover up the December anyway. I wanted to block December entirely out of this spread. I wanted to block 2019 entirely out of this spread. That's how my 2019 planner looks too. I entirely blocked out the one day of 2018. I don't know, just I'd like to start fresh. I don't want to have 2019 in my planner, even though I do, because it's still here. The days are still here, but I didn't want this spread to say December, so I'll cover it up eventually. But now let's get into the day-to-day. So Monday, am I going to start the day today? What are we doing? I feel like I don't have enough to talk about for these, other than like what is happening in the spread, so sorry. I'll adjust eventually. The more I do these, the better I would get, but I don't do these very often anymore, so that's why I'm so clumsy about it. But at the beginning of Monday, I put down that I uploaded my second Christmas video, and then I also finished up the plan with me from Christmas week, which you saw. I really like how that one turned out. This is me just trying to figure out like how many things I have to put in and trying to space them out appropriately. I didn't mention this. I didn't film this until January 6th, so this whole week had already happened, and I don't normally do my planner like that. Like I pretty much do it day by day. Like I'll plan out at the beginning of the week and then just fill in things day by day, but this one I did entirely after it happened. And it's really not my preferred way to do things because it's kind of overwhelming to have to put everything down in the week at the same time. I don't like it very much. So it's fine though. And then I'm looking for a new dentist. I still haven't found one, so that's why I put in that tooth sticker from the Happy Planner book that's super old. I don't even know if they sell that gold foil one anymore, but I wanted to bring in some gold foil because this is a gold kit. Or it has gold in it anyway. And then I played The Sims a little bit. That Sims sticker is from the sticker party. I need to buy some more of those. I'm almost out. Shows how much I've played that game over the last 6 months that I've had it. And then I put in a label because my Oh Hello order showed up this day. And so I'm going to use like a Happy Mail sticker from Oh Hello. And that was I was using up some Poppy points on some kits because they're reformatting a bunch of their stuff, so I wanted to make sure I got some sticker kits before they entirely changed up the format, because their old format personally works better for me. I understand why they have to make changes, but I did really like the old style. And then on New Year's Eve, Tuesday, my boyfriend stayed home sick because he caught a cold, so that was what the first label was for. Then I had to pay my credit card because that's usually due on the 3rd of the month. So I just like to clear everything out the last day of the month usually, because it's like how I budget is by month. So I like to have like my credit card all paid off the last day of the month. It's just a personal thing I like. I decided to take that flag up because I wanted to use an appointment label instead for the credit card bill. Then I got on the phone with another bank/retirement savings plan because through no choice of my own, I was enrolled in it by my employer because I work technically for the state, and I have like $80 of summer earnings in there, and they'd never sent me an account number, so I'm like, yo, send me an account number, please. They're like, sure, send us your life information and we will do such thing. And I'm like, great, thanks. So I think at some point I put in a phone sticker that I got from Fox and Cactus. but you'll see that later. And then that glitter quarter box is for cleaning up the patio because we keep our recycling out there. And when it gets windy, it all blows over and it's a mess. And I just really wanted to clean it up. So that little unicorn is from Jump to It Designs. Then the rest of Tuesday was much more fun. Like the morning of Tuesday, I was like, I just want to get all these things done before the end of the year so we can leave them behind in 2019. And then New Year's Eve evening, we didn't go out. Like I was in my pajamas. It was fine. But we got a steak and we cracked open our Game of Thrones wine that we got for Christmas. And that wine sticker is from Fox and Cactus. And then we watched the last 2 chapters of The Mandalorian. I'm very much looking forward to the next season of that after watching the last 2 chapters. It was a lot of fun to watch, so I'll put that in on an appointment label, and then I have some Baby Yoda stickers, again from Fox and Cactus, and then the half box at the end of the night, which I also put a wine glass on, also from Fox and Cactus, was just to mark that we did Cheers. I actually ended up staying up till like 1:30 in the morning, which I was very surprised, because last year I think I fell asleep at like right before midnight. So, but because we were like downstairs and not in our bedroom, I was able to stay up a lot later. But yeah, we cheersed at midnight. I cheersed with wine. Nathan cheersed with water because he was sick. So that was Tuesday. And then Wednesday was obviously New Year's Day. There's my hair, sorry. And I just marked that we slept in, obviously, because stayed up much later than I normally do. And Nathan was off of work just because it was a holiday, obviously. And then I put in a World's Best Boss mug because I watched The Office with one of my roommates because we're both like, oh no, they're gonna take it off of Netflix this year, so gotta start watching it the first day of the year, obviously. And at the bottom of Wednesday, I marked with a golden macaron from Wonton in a Million that we started watching the Great British Bake Off, the holiday version. And then that label there above the macaron is to watch all the Plan With Me's, because everyone's putting out their Plan With Me's on Wednesdays now. So it's that now, that's the big Plan With Me day. And then the rest of the week wasn't quite as exciting. I put in a book sticker that's from Nightingale Paper Co. at the end of Thursday because I started reading Middlemarch. I only have gotten to page 25. If you don't know, it's like the Victorian novel, so I want to read it. But it's extremely dense, so it's going to take me a bit. And then I put in this glitter quarter box with a film slate for filming stuff, but then I realized I didn't actually film anything on Thursday. I did it all on Friday instead, because I was feeling super lazy on Thursday. So then I just ended up writing in never mind, because I didn't want to take the sticker up. At the beginning of Thursday, though, I know I kind of go all over the place. I kind of just put stickers down, like, when I think of them instead of, like, the order that they occur. But I put in this half box because my campus was open and I needed to go to campus to make copies because my copier is, like, being stupid and ran out of ink. I don't even know if it's technically out of ink. It's just not registering the ink. So I have to go to campus if I want to make copies or prints or stuff. So I had to do that. And then I went to the post office after, which I marked with a blobby from Oh Hello, because I wanted to securely drop off my personal information that I needed to send to that bank, and also mail off some stickers that I was giving away to someone on Instagram. And then I put a half box on Friday to mark various YouTube stuff that I did. That was a bulk YouTube day for sure. And then I put down this label to write that Nathan stayed out late. He went out to the bar with some friends, which was totally fine. I don't know why I said it's totally fine. Obviously, it's totally fine. And then I wanted to mark that I cooked dinner and kind of chilled at home, so I got this little chef's hat sticker from Wonton in a Million, and I marked that. And I know I don't need to, like, super reward myself for cooking my own dinner, but, like, I don't know. I didn't have anything else to put on Friday, so that's what we did. And then Saturday night, went over to a friend's house for a little get-together. So that's what that half box at the bottom of Saturday is for. But before that, we ran over to one of the malls near her to pick up a Japanese cheesecake, which was delightfully fluffy and wonderful. But it was a Saturday night at this mall, so it was crazy packed, and we're like running all over this mall. First of all, to find a parking spot, which was just a miracle that we found one, and then to like run through the entire mall just to get a cheesecake. It was pretty funny. And we're like running by all these stores and be like, oh yeah, that'd be a nice store to go to, but like we're not here for that right now. We're on a mission. So it was really funny. And then before that, again, going totally backwards, earlier in the day I went to Target to pick up some stuff like beer, and I had promised to bring a veggie plate, so I wanted to do that. And then I assembled the veggie plate, and I put a little radish, again from Wonton in a Million. That sticker book with all the food in it has come in very handy lately. And then Sunday was pretty boring. I slept in because I stayed up pretty late the night before, later than I normally do. I tidied up the room, did some dusting. I put in a podcast sticker because I finally caught up on the Try Guys podcast. I watched the video version. I don't listen to the podcast version, just because the video is so rich in material. And then I was feeling a little weird on Sunday. I don't know if it's because I was tired or I drank more than I normally do on Saturday night, but I was just feeling a little blah. So I put it in a blobby for that. I put in a beer sticker for Saturday night, and the macarons were to mark that we watched more of the Great British Baking Show. We're like addicted to it now. Not addicted, but like we really enjoy watching it. So we're watching it, and we're watching the most recent season that's on Netflix, and like Henry and Michael are my boys. I don't know. I always like adopt children watching these cooking competition shows. I don't know why. Usually it's the people who are about my age, I guess. And then, like I said, I wanted to cover up all of 2019 and just get it out of this 2020 planner, so I used some glitter headers and a half box to write in January 2020. And that is the week. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'm trying to up the quality of these, so I'm going to be including more and trying to be more upbeat when I record the voiceovers, but I can't promise anything with starting grad school up again. But I will chat with you later. Bye.